Hey everybody, the Timothy 1998 here. Welcome to the Raw preview. It is January 19th, 2015. It is going to be a great Raw. Tonight, Phil is here.
Hello everybody. Go home show for Royal Rumble. Let's get this going.
Now, before we get this show underway, I would like to state the tickets are here next week. We, as in Phil, me, Derek, Nick, and my father will all be at Raw in Hartford, Connecticut, or live from Hartford, Connecticut, the night after the Royal Rumble. So,
Brock Lesnar supposed to be there.
yeah.
Let's get this going.
Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton is also listed to be at Royal Rumble, so I'm excited to see that. But let's get to this Raw preview. Raw Reunion. Man, Phil just told me something I did not know. I'm happy right now, okay? I'm doing a lot of happy stuff, alright? Although yesterday the Green Bay Packers lost, and a lot of you guys know how upset I was if you guys watched the live stream with the commentary. I was very upset.
Congrats to the Seahawks.
Yeah, congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks, exactly. They deserved it. The Raw Reunion, though, I'm happy because Phil... Why don't you tell them the big news about Raw Reunion? Even though, yeah, tell them the big news. Yeah.
Not only will Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash,
Scott Hall,
Hulk Hogan, and Ric Flair are going to be there at Monday Night Raw for the Raw Reunion. But there's some more legends that are actually going to be at the show tonight. I can't give any names because the source that I got it from didn't give any names either. But I can't give any names, but just watch out for some more legends to come on Monday Night Raw. It's going to be an amazing night.
Alright.
For the reunion.
Man, I am excited. Alright. Are you excited for Raw Reunion?
I think it'll be good.
I have no idea what this is for. Not that it's going to be a bad thing, but I have no idea what we're doing this for. I know...
Here's what my prediction is for this Raw Reunion thing. Remember back a couple years ago when they had like this legend debate kind of thing when John Cena was in a big match? And they were going to give like their take on the match and who they think that was gonna win a match or something. I don't even know who.
Oh, this was back in Night of Champions after SummerSlam when Brock Lesnar beat the crap out of John Cena.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen here. Gonna happen here. If not, it's probably gonna be like it's just gonna be probably this one big promo about the Royal Rumble or whatever, and how they can't wait to see the show in the main event. So I think that's what's gonna happen here. And I wouldn't mind seeing that at all. So.
Alright.
That's what I think.
I think it'll be cool. You know, I like it. I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, as I stated before, Randy Orton is not listed for tonight's show on WWE.com. However, Brock Lesnar is, Daniel Bryan is, Big Show is, Seth Rollins, John Cena, Dean Ambrose. So all you guys live from Dallas, Texas, I apologize. You probably are not going to see Randy Orton tonight. He is still listed for the Royal Rumble. Obviously, we know he had surgery, but he's listed for the Royal Rumble. I'm excited. Phil's excited. We're all excited for tonight's Raw, even though my new favorite superstar, God knows how many I've had of these, because they keep either leaving WWE, I mean, Jeff Hardy, all the way down to CM Punk, and they all left. So, Randy Orton is not going to be here tonight. And if he is, then I will jump up and down and start screaming. But let's get to the next topic. You know, will Lesnar defending his WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Royal Rumble in now a triple threat match between John Cena and Seth Rollins. Will Brock Lesnar get his revenge on Seth Rollins after Seth Rollins curb stomped Lesnar into the ground after he was attitude adjustment AA'd, I think. I was like AA'd through a table by John Cena. Seth Rollins then delivered 2 curb stomps to John Cena and Brock Lesnar. Will Lesnar and or Cena get their revenge tonight?
I hope they do. I don't care who. I don't care if it's Lesnar. I don't care if it's Cena. But you know how I feel about this triple threat. I just don't like it. He already has the Money in the Bank briefcase. You know how I feel about this. I hope they get at least some revenge, at least something to get in the mind of Seth Rollins or something. Because, I mean, the go-home show for the Royal Rumble tonight, there's got to be at least some shenanigans going on between those three guys.
Do you realize?
Lesnar and Rollins.
Do you realize? I just want to throw this out there. Cena and Lesnar basically have a 25% chance on leaving Royal Rumble with the WWE title. Seth Rollins has a 50% chance because you know why? Because he has the triple threat match and he has that Money in the Bank briefcase. Yeah. So that Money in the Bank briefcase, I know a lot of people don't include it. That is such a game changer because if you have that and you're going into a title match, like. There is a 50% chance we are going to go to Raw with Seth Rollins as our new WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Because either A, he could lose the match, but he's like, you know what? I don't care that I lost the match. I'm cashing in. Or he wins. Or let's say if he does win the championship without even the Money in the Bank briefcase. What's the Money in the Bank briefcase for?
Well, he could lose it and cash it in. I mean, bro, this is unbelievable. Like, I am not saying I like it at all. I don't like this triple threat match, not one bit, because you have the Money in the Bank briefcase there. Everyone is expecting now Seth Rollins to become the champion. Everybody. Nobody's expecting John Cena. Nobody's expecting Brock Lesnar. If you give Brock Lesnar the victory, nobody's gonna like it. If you give Cena the victory, everybody will be shocked. If you give Seth Rollins the victory, everybody will know about it because everyone sees, oh, well, Seth Rollins has the biggest chance, even though it's a triple threat match.
I mean, we all know somehow, some way, there's either going to be Paul Heyman or J&J getting into the mix in that triple threat match. I mean, there's so many I get it. There's a lot of possibilities that could go along with this match. But I just don't like it. I've never liked it from the get-go. And when they made that announcement that Seth Rollins was going to be in that match, I'm like,
you know what? Dean Ambrose, he was the guy that basically saved people from having to deal with Seth Rollins as the champion. For all of you out there, and Phil, I'm just going to turn you down a little bit so I don't have to get interrupted, because I would really like to say this. Alright?
Okay.
For all of you out there who think that Roman Reigns is not improving, he doesn't deserve to be the face, Roman Reigns is the guy that this company will hand off. From John Cena to Roman Reigns. I'm sorry. He is the future. I don't care about his mic skills. Because last time I checked, the Vince McMahon is writing Roman Reigns promos. It's not Roman Reigns out there. And you can see that. Pay attention. Watch. It is not Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is the future. Pay attention. Tonight on Raw, Roman Reigns gave his best promo. What was it, on SmackDown? Phil, was it on SmackDown? You're turned up now. So. He gave his best promo on SmackDown. Is Vince McMahon finally cutting the rope on Roman Reigns and letting him say whatever he wants? God, I hope so, because Roman Reigns deserves a lot better. He is better than what they're showing off on him. And if Seth Rollins gets pushed, I wouldn't care. He's an athlete. He's a great wrestler. If Dean Ambrose gets pushed, I don't care. It's perfectly fine. Because Dean Ambrose has a character. His character is more entertaining than either of the Shield members. Either one of them. If Bray Wyatt gets pushed, I really don't care. But the man that the WWE needs to put their trust in, who is the guy that WWE will put in there for the long term? You look at Seth Rollins, you look at Dean Ambrose. They're a little small, they're a little compact. The question is, are they going to be able to withstand 10 to 15 years in the business every week? Nothing, all right? What kind of injury was it? I forget. A hernia. He had extreme emergency hernia surgery. So, that is not wrestling. That was not because he was wrestling.
That was real life, guys.
He doesn't take days off. He didn't hurt it because he was wrestling. So, for all you saying that he's injury prone, he had one surgery. One surgery. And it wasn't even because he was wrestling. You look at him, you know he could take durability. You know he's tough. You know he's strong. You know he'll get out there if he's hurt. That's the guy I want running this company. And if they have anybody else in mind, besides those 5 or 6 individuals, I would seriously like to see them. But Roman Reigns should be the guy that John Cena hands the ball to, which is coming in a little bit. I don't know how much John has left in the tank. I mean, John is a train. And he chugs all his way down. But I'm sorry, man. I don't know. And it's sad to see it because I grew up.
I'm almost scared for him in this triple threat.
Exactly. In 2009, 2008 actually, I started watching. John Cena was hurt when I started watching. That was the time when he broke his neck, or not broke his neck. He had surgery on his neck when he was powerbombed into the corner against Batista. I mean, I don't know how much he has left in the tank. I really don't. I'm scared for John Cena. I really am.
We all saw that forearm injury.
That torn tricep injury? Bro, he's wrestling at SummerSlam against Daniel Bryan with a torn tricep. I was like, what are you doing? And he's doing all these crazy flips and landing on the damn elbow. I'm like, oh my lord, what are you doing? Like, oh my god. But anyway, I just had to get that out there. Roman Reigns is the future of this company. I'm sorry, he is. But let's get to another member of the Shield.
I do agree with you there.
Yeah. But let's get to another member of the Shield. Dean Ambrose. Is he his worst enemy? Is Dean Ambrose his worst enemy? Obviously, he's been fighting with a knee injury, which, by the way, is real. I mean, I don't know what y'all are thinking. That is a real injury. Did he need surgery on it? No, but Dean Ambrose is, he's not fake hurting for whatever you guys think. I mean, he's fighting out there with a hurt knee. And he's going against Rusev and all these guys, and he's doing all these crazy flips. Is Dean Ambrose his worst enemy, Phil?
Well, now that he has this knee injury, and he's fighting with it, and he's doing everything he can with it, it's a little bit mixed. I mean, yes, because you see him doing all these crazy things, and you know he can get hurt from all of these things that he does. That top rope elbow drop, when people are standing, that could go so wrong. And no, because he feeds on it. He channels it. And when he channels on it, it's like he's almost unstoppable. I mean, that's his catchphrase, for crying out loud. But for my understanding, you gotta look at it with your health. Is doing all these crazy things to please the fans really worth it if you had that knee injury, and if you're bound to get injured. Is it really worth it? I don't know. Your take?
No. No, it's not worth it. Dean Ambrose has given us everything. I can't. He's done everything that he can do. All right, this man. When I told you the TLC match with him and Bray Wyatt's fighting with a concussion, and I'm telling him, be careful out there. And what did they do? They didn't listen. They didn't listen one bit. They obviously didn't watch the show because I was like, what are you doing? I was like, you are sitting there jumping off ladders and tables and Bray Wyatt with a concussion. And I'm like, oh my lord, what the heck is going on? And I'm like, oh my god, it's over, man. It's over. It is over. But Dean Ambrose being his worst enemy, I don't need to see Dean Ambrose jump off ladders and through announce tables anymore. I don't need to see Dean Ambrose fall off a Hell in a Cell through an announce table like Mick Foley. I don't need to see that.
Sure, we're entertained by it, and I know it's entertainment, but
good,
you're going to get injured like that.
He is going to get injured, and I respect Dean Ambrose, and he goes out there. I'm not by any means like downing him on what he's doing. I mean, there have been plenty of guys that take these risks. Mick Foley, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Edge and Christian, all of them took these risks and they end up getting hurt. Jeff Hardy is at the age of 36, 37, and he is running out of gas, and you can see it. You don't see him jumping off the scaffolding, doing a swanton bomb on Randy Orton. You don't see Edge and Christian spearing Jeff Hardy from a ladder when Jeff's hanging onto the tag title belts. You don't see that from those guys anymore, and that's because they ran out of gas too quickly. Jeff Hardy and Dean Ambrose and all these other guys are a lot alike. And I don't need to see these guys running out of gas and running sprints when they should be running a marathon. That's my problem. That's what I'm saying with Dean Ambrose and why he's not the future. He takes too many risks. Why do you think they didn't invest everything in Jeff Hardy? Jeff Hardy to me was a hell of a lot more compelling character than John Cena was. But the problem is Jeff Hardy was doing all these crazy bumps. Was he getting hurt? No. Well, I mean, you just didn't know what he was going to do. So that's why John Cena was the future and was the face, and Jeff Hardy was not. That's the problem here. Dean Ambrose and Jeff Hardy are a lot alike. So that's why I believe Dean Ambrose needs to just cool it down. Don't do all these crazy things. I know that's your character. I know. You could have a couple matches to get your knee right and not be jumping off everything that you see and taking steel chair shots. And I mean, it's crazy. He's already hurt. And God bless him, I respect the hell out of him, but you don't have to keep doing this. Next topic. Oh, man. Daniel Bryan on Thursday Night SmackDown defeated Kane by disqualification, I think.
Yep.
Is the Yes Movement reborn. Now, the question. Is Daniel Bryan a lock to win the Royal Rumble?
Well, he's in my top 2 to win it.
He isn't, or he is?
He is. But again, I gotta look for the health thing again. I mean, he's back. He returned to Ash on SmackDown.
He looked good.
He looked good. But again, I saw that match, and he wasn't doing the things that we know that he could do when he was back, when it was back before he got injured back in April. I saw some things. He was slowing down.
Yeah.
He did not take any risk, which was a great move for Daniel Bryan there.
No need to take risks a week before the Royal Rumble. I mean, Royal Rumble's coming up. That's when you should start to get back in the groove, do what you're doing. You didn't see him be crazy. I mean, obviously he was doing those suicide dives, which I was like, oh my God, Daniel, what are you doing?
That's what I was scared of.
But you didn't see him doing all the high-flying moves in the match like he usually does. You didn't see him go all the way down. The falls that he was taking were safe. And Kane obviously worked with him. I was very impressed with Kane and what he was doing with Daniel Bryan. And you just didn't see Daniel Bryan.
And you didn't see Daniel Bryan go to the top rope.
Yeah,
that one
yeah.
Which I was very happy about. I was happy that he was doing those kicks that he does to the chest and then to the head. I was very happy he did that instead of the headbutt. But again, I have to go with the health again. And is he ready for the Rumble with his health and his condition with his neck? I'm going to say yes, but let's just not count on him being an early one in the Rumble. I hope that he's out at least middle of the pack, or at least a little bit later.
I want Daniel Bryan. I don't want him going from number one. I don't want him out there at number one. I want Roman Reigns.
That's fine. That's fine for me.
Roman Reigns could go out there. He's tough. He's done it. Rusev could go out there. I mean, but I don't want Daniel Bryan out there at number one. I don't want Daniel Bryan in the top 10. I don't want Daniel Bryan in the top 20. I want to see Daniel Bryan between number 22 and number 30. I would be, because he's healthy, he could go out there and not do all these crazy moves and be out there for 30, 40 minutes. So being out there late is good for Daniel Bryan. I want that to happen. I don't need Daniel Bryan getting hurt again. All right.
He's way too good of a wrestler to do that.
Yeah. Will Reigns and Big Show clash once again before the Royal Rumble?
I want your take on this first.
All right, my take. Yes. Because if they don't, I don't know what the hell WWE's doing. Well, right now I don't know what WWE's doing. Like, they're just having like a free-for-all backstage with the creative team and Vince McMahon and who wins the Rumble a week before the Rumble's happening. Nobody knows. Nobody knows who's fighting Sting at WrestleMania. Nobody knows the WrestleMania main event. Nobody knows what the heck's going on. And we're about, so I say 3 months away from WrestleMania. So I'm ready to find out. And they better have a good Raw tonight. Or I actually may contemplate not watching Royal Rumble. That's how frustrated I am with the WWE creative team, with the WWE just in general. It has not been good. WWE needs to show up tonight. January 19th, Dallas, Texas. You have a Raw reunion. You have Daniel Bryan back. You have Roman Reigns and Big Show, which is, by the way, probably, behind the triple threat match happening, that's the biggest thing going. And that's embarrassing because Big Show and Roman Reigns, that's not a good rivalry. I'm sorry. But Lesnar, Seth Rollins, John Cena, you have all these opportunities and you can't capitalize. I was like, I'm like, oh my God, this Raw is sucking so bad. Oh God, I am like begging for Raw to do something tonight. Begging. And the creative team, the Vince McMahon, Triple H, they all need to clean house. Clean house! Everybody! If this Raw sucks, I want everybody fired tonight! Tonight! Everybody! is gone. Alright? How do you screw this up?
I don't know. I'm not them.
How are you going to do this? Is unbelievable, man. They better clash tonight. Because that's the only rivalry they got going that really means a little bit besides the triple threat match happening. They better clash tonight.
In my mind, in all my years of
doing this crap. Doing this crap.
In all my years of wrestling.
Yeah. I hear you.
But in all my years of watching this wrestling company, this is in my top 3 worst rivalries. I don't like it.
It is god awful. It is god awful. I was like, my god, man. I thought Alex Riley and The Miz was a horrible rivalry. I really thought that was. And my god, this one topped that one. Oh my lord. I was like, what in the world?
Karen and Naomi was a horrible.
Oh
rivalry.
god, no, that was horrible, man. But
that was my number 1 worst rivalry.
yeah, WWE is so bad. They are so bad. They couldn't get the Bella Twins to have a good rivalry. I was like, what in the world are you doing?
They're back together, man. It's like nothing even happened.
It just goes away like that?
That's what I'm saying.
This is the Divas division? You're telling me you can't come up with something else? My lord. I was like, I was like, they are an accident waiting to happen. Okay? That is how bad they are. How do you screw this up? How? Guys, they better do well tonight. This Raw...
This Raw means everything to me right now.
My lord. They better do good tonight. But I'm out. Peace.